For me, TEAHUPOO is a balance of a bunch of things, you know. It's a balance between the water from the river of TEAHUPOO, the different currents that involves in that area, the growth of the coral, the swells, the wind, and the fish, and the sun, the moon, all of that makes a perfect balance that created TEAHUPOO. And our ancestors, they put this in our hands. And for me, my mission is just to bring what our ancestor put between our hands to the future generation. Because I just think it's not okay to just watch people from outside coming into our playground, the place where we go fish, where we get our food from, and just fuck up everything for just 2 days of contest. My only goal was just to defend TEAHUPOO and make sure that what our ancestor gave us, you know, give it how we got it to the future generation. So our president was basically telling us that if there's no aluminum tower, there's not going to be Olympics in Tahiti, and we're going to have to pay for the Olympics to happen somewhere else. So basically, if they have to move the Olympics back to Hossegor, Tahiti is going to have to pay for it because the old government signed the contract that if they're not able to host the Olympic, they're going to have to pay for everything. So the whole population of Tahiti got divided. They were like, you guys are fighting for it. We're going to have to pay for everything. It's going to be your fault. If the coral is going to break, it's okay. Nature will take over again. Like, who are you guys to say that, you know, they're going to destroy the wave and they're going to destroy the reef? It's only like, what about like when they blow up the reef in town to build the harbor? What about all the markers they built on the reef? I'm like, this is not the same situation. Like, the harbor in town is going to be for everyone, you know, to have boats that come from outside to be able to park and bring us like stuff that we need in Tahiti. The marker, the green and red marker that they put on the reef with to save life. Like when they do channels for the boats to be able to go, it's to save people's lives sometimes, you know. When the fisherman comes back from fishing at night, it's not gonna hit the reef because of this marker, you know. We need those. But blowing up the reef at TEAHUPOO for a 3 days contest, this is not okay for me. Like, people go fishing at night. The people from TEAHUPOO feed off from the fish that lives around this whole area. We all know that around French Polynesia, when they build airports, when they do like big construction on the reef, it stresses the reef. It creates that algae that become poisonous. When the fish eats them, they have the ciguatera. Ciguatera is basically a disease that when you eat a poisonous fish, your whole nerve system, you get fucked up. You know, you cannot take a shower, you cannot drink water. When you go in the hot shower, it feels like it's cold, and then when you take a cold shower, it feels like it's burning you anyway. That's just one of the risks that we're willing to take just for 3 days of contest. Like, for me, it's just not okay. But I took the president on my jet ski, I took the high commissioner, I took a bunch of people on my jet ski on my own time to bring them at the place where they want to implant that tower. And I told them, you know, you guys in your head think that there's a channel that big boats can use to go and do their work. The real problem is that to build this tower, you guys going to have to get to the place, and there's going to be 500 meters of shallow water, coral heads everywhere. How are you guys thinking that you're going to do to bring all the materials you need at the place that you guys want to build the tower? And the president clearly told me, oh yeah, I know, that's crazy. Like, we never really like thought about that. And because bro, since the beginning, we talked to them and they're like, oh yeah, we have engineers and we have like people that have all these degrees, diploma, and I'm like, yeah, but these people, they never came at shows. They put a mask and look underwater and see what happens underwater. This is like what you guys need to do. And I think for the government and all these professionals, the engineers, it's hard for them to listen to us like little surfer from the end of the road telling them how to do their thing. So I feel like it was a whole ego thing. So they put us on the side and they decided with politics and changing laws and everything for them to be able to build their tower. And we really did everything we could legally. Yeah, like, investigation, writing letters, going into services like all the organization that works, for this whole project. And basically 3 days ago we had a big meeting with the government, the Olympics, the mayor of TEAHUPOO, everyone that's involving into building this tower, and some of the people of TEAHUPOO. In front of the media, they were making sound like, it's going to be a meeting to find an ultimate solution altogether. But basically, this meeting was just a meeting to show what they decided themselves to do. So with all of our protests, they said that, thank you guys. Because of you, we've built a smaller tower that's going to be like not as harmful as the one before. But hey, for example, like the old tower, they were supposed to do like 52 holes on the ground. And the solution that they found is they're going to use smaller devices, smaller boats, but they're not going to be able to drill as deep as before. So now they have to build more foundations. So instead of 50 holes before, they want to do 130 holes. Like they're going to drill 130 holes instead of 50. Like we're going backward. So yeah, in TEAHUPOO, and the whole community really like when the WSL comes to TEAHUPOO, because it's kind of like the main thing that happens, and it's really cool to have all the pro surfers coming, and it's always been like something that we look forward, to have the contest in August. And something that's crazy is that every year it only costs them 50 grand to put the original tower together, like put it up and then take it down, only 50 grand. With this new aluminum tower, it's going to cost them 200 grand. So they told our government they over that. They don't want to pay that every year. They're going to lose too much money. So basically what our president did is he told them, okay, if you guys come back for the next 5 years, we're going to take care of that. We're going to pay for everything, put it together, take it down, as long as you guys come for the next 5 years. So it was a winning situation for WSL, and they just went silent. And the last 3 years, I go with them, WSL One Ocean, go plant some corals, bring awareness about the environmental situation, and now a tower that's going to destroy our reef and do so much damage to our environment. WSL just goes silent because they are in a winning situation. That's just really sad for me, and I wish they raise their voice and use their WSL One Ocean thing to basically be on our side, because this is like a sad situation, but it is what it is, and money is always going to take over nature, and that's just sad. And I wish that WSL was on the side of the environment and not just the money, because it's a really, really important cause that we're defending right now.